Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Chesterton's Jest, where we keep a critical eye on faith and culture, especially within the Catholic Church today. In an era where even church teachings seem to shift, we're here to explore and question the ideas and changes that challenge timeless truths. Through thought-provoking, often humorous perspectives, we aim to bring clarity to conversations others might avoid, holding fast to orthodoxy with the courage to question what feels off track. Join us as we dig deeper into the faith with reverence, wit, and a touch of Chestertonian insight. And so, let's get on with it, shall we? Our topic, up for discussion today, is synodality, with our beloved Pope Francis wrapping up the Synod on Synodality just last week. Synodality, the gentle art of making doubt delicious. Chapter 1, on trust and the theft of good faith. The Church has long been a custodian of trust, a wellspring of clarity amid the world's confusions. Yet today, trust has transformed into a hypnotic mantra wielded by bishops and leaders to quell the faithful's rightful suspicion. Under this banner, anything can be done, so long as we trust the process. But trust in what? We're told to trust the architects of change, who themselves hint at contempt for the faith's former pillars. Chesterton warned us that the business of progressives is to go on making mistakes. We find ourselves staring into a carousel of shifting ideals, dressed in the robes of inclusivity, but smelling suspiciously of watered-down dogma. If we've been asked to trust, let us first ask, where is our trust placed? On the Rock of Peter or the quicksand of bureaucracy? Chapter 2, credibility in crisis, or crisis in credibility. What does credibility mean to an institution meant to be timeless? For centuries, the Church has earned her credibility through unyielding faithfulness to Christ's words, not through the fleeting praises of public opinion. But credibility, today, seems reduced to cultural relevance, a desperate flirtation with the secular that has set tongues wagging. We now hear that listening and dialogue are new sacraments, wielded as if they absolve ambiguity. But credibility never came from being pleasing to the ear. No saint ever strove to be palatable. The martyrs didn't hedge their faith in slogans. They died because credibility to them meant fidelity to the unchanging word, not to the changing whims of fashion. Chapter 3, greater inclusivity, the noble hall pass. Inclusivity in the modern church resembles the carnival barker's call, come one, come all. But we must ask, where is this inclusivity leading? Chesterton would have relished the irony, for inclusivity means embracing sinners, not sin, accepting men, not the modern morality of mediocrity. Inclusivity today has become a gospel unto itself, but where is its accountability? Like all holy things, it must not obscure the truth, but be subject to it. We're not here to be inclusive for inclusion's sake, says the traditionalist. We are here to save souls, not merely to gather them. Chapter 4, listening. The clergy's quiet apostasy. Today's shepherds tell us they are listening, yet their silence on moral clarity, on marriage, confession, and sin is deafening. Listening is not a virtue when it becomes a polite retreat from truth. Indeed, when was the last time listening alone saved a soul? Christ's voice has been reduced to a murmur amid the clamour of dialogue. We're told that synodality is a conversation, but as Chesterton might quip, it's hard to know what's meant by dialogue when the only voices seem to echo our own, drowned in the muffling cushions of comfort and consensus. Chapter 5, Formation for Mission and the Church's Greater Mission in the World. In times past, formation meant grounding in faith, not in ever-shifting methods. The saints were formed by hard truths, not soft slogans. But we are now told that formation is about getting the church in line with modern concerns. Are we to believe this formation is preparing us for Christ's return, or merely another bureaucratic season? The church's mission has never been so petty as to imitate the world's latest preoccupations. It was, and remains, Christ's call to save souls. Anything less is, in Chesterton's words, merely the first step in an endless descent. Chapter 6, the conclusion. Synodality, the great irony unveiled. We are in strange days indeed, as the faithful are asked to revel in greater synodality. Chesterton remarked that a church without orthodoxy is like a river without banks. And we stand on this banksless river, watching as the world cheers for our drift into openness and ambiguity, a place where we cease to offend anyone, even if it means ceasing to save anyone. Let us remember then that the Church's true synodality was written in stone long before the words of these conferences and surveys. It was written in truth, absolute, unshakable, and eternally credible. If you like this video diatribe and find it informative and entertaining, please support us with a like and a share, as it helps the algorithm. And please head on over to chestertonsjest.com and check out our collection of graphic t-shirts that illuminate and reflect our wonderful Catholic faith. At Chesterton's Jest, we believe there's no better way to express your unwavering faith than with a little wit and humour. Because, as G.K. Chesterton said, angels can fly because they take themselves lightly. Thanks for listening. God bless you, and may the good Lord be praised.